Hello, welcome RattleGear followers. This is RattleGear speaking, and we are going to talk about an engineer point holder Tpvp build video. This build is a bunker, has great CC, and is a perfect team fighter for mids. But his best aspect of this build is his point holding capabilities of close. If you're playing a TPVP match and they want one point holder for close, for when some thief is running there or a mesmer is running there, you are their man. People love it when you run this build in TPVP. First off, we're gonna talk about the roles. Well, I explained it a little bit a few seconds ago, but your main role is to stay at close, hold the point, don't let any one of the other team cap it or just neutralize it, just keep the point and CC them off that point and hold it. But when your team is not beefy, not strong enough on mid, and they need a little bit more of CC, a little bit more of support, they often ask you to come help them at mid, and they put their necromancer or their other little bit less beefy characters at close to hold them for a few seconds when you go to mid. But your main role stays close. For SPVP, I often switch that out. For SPVP I often go to mid and just keep the point and let the rest of my team tap the other 2 points, because at SPVP it is so unpredictable what your teammates will do. So holding mid is most of the times the best thing you can do. Going roam around? No. That is absolutely not your role. I will come back later on that, but for now, stick to this. Second, skills. The skills that we will be using are healing turret. We are gonna use the healing turret because first of all, it's a turret, so it gives you a lot of advantages in your trades. We will come back later on that. But second, healing turret has like, this is the best heal for an engineer. We also have the AED. It is nice, but not good for this build. Medkit is also good, but is better at a kid's build than this. Elixir H, not really. It's just irrelevant, not really useful for this build. Healing turrets. Why do we use it? We do use it for the insane healing. We use it for the amazing combo. We use it for the support area effect heal. The combo for the healing turret is on my key panel is that CCV. Then you use your turret, you overcharge your turret, and then you burst your turret, and then you use V after it to get the extra regeneration. This gives you a huge heal. It is an area heal, so everyone gets it, and it is just amazing. I love it. If you want to spice it up a little bit, you can also use your big ol' bomb and then use it, so you can get that double combo for your whole team. But that was pretty much the healing turrets. So it heals, it overcharges, it gives you a massive amount of regen, it gives a cleansing, it cures even 2 conditions. I forgot to mention that. 2 conditions removed. Very good. The second skill that we will be using is the rifle turret. The rifle turret is just your bread and butter. You place it down, you just hold it on point or off point. When it gets destroyed, it knocks back everyone around it. The overcharge causes vulnerability on the enemy. 5 stats. Amazing. No? 1 second. It doesn't give 5 stage. No, ratified. Yes, it gives 5 stage of vulnerability. I had it right. And the damage is just so consistent. It is consistent. It says 500, but it deals really more when you use it, and it just keeps hitting them. And it's a low cooldown turret, very important. When it does destroy it, it only has a 19 seconds cooldown, so it's very nice to use. The bomb kit. The bomb kit is just for the extra condition pressure, even though we are not condition spec'd. It just that extra, extra pressure what just kills them. The bomb itself deals 1000 damage every time, and you get it when you place it down, but you also get a bomb when you dodge. So it gives like the DPS just raises up. I often switch out to the bomb kit when I have to fight against thieves, and when I have to fight against more than one player at once. And even when I get low health, I really like to use the smoke bomb and the bitter bomb in combo to get away. Really nice. The next thing we are gonna talk about is the rocket turret. I am just in love with the rocket turret. It's really my personal favorite. Sometimes a friend of me uses the same build. We are the TheRattlegearFamily member uses temper turret. Temper turret is nice because of the launch, the CC, but it has a 30-second cooldown and it has a really small range, and even just as the rocket turret at a high cooldown. But the rocket turret does a 2 seconds cooldown. 2 seconds. That is amazing. It's like you hit 1, 2, really that long. I love it, and it only has a 20 seconds cooldown. It has a range of 1500. You can do a 2 second cooldown on a range of 1500. Damn G, I love it. I love it. The only downside of the rocket turret is cooldown, 50 seconds. If it gets destroyed, well, you don't have it for some time, but just set this one a little bit farther off point. Don't let it rely on the knockback when it's destroyed. Just set it away a little bit farther, and it's just amazing. Next up are the traits. The traits. This is where it gets a little bit complicated. You have 2 in explosives for the evasive power trait. You get a bomb when you dodge. 700 damage every time you dodge, and it's on an area, a small area, but it's on an area, so it can hit more people at once. The first trait, the first major trait, V. Accelerant packed turrets. Turrets explode when killed. When your turrets explode, they push back foes. The damage is 1000. They knock them back for 300. That is not as much as the bitter bomb, but it's amazing. And you can trigger it whenever you want because of these skills. And it is just when they explode, it gives them like that little bit extra power, what makes the third NG amazing. You may switch this one out for speedy kits, so you get a little bit more fitness. I use this often for SPVP, not so much for Tpvp, but mostly I keep it on Echelon Impact turrets. Next, inventions. I have 16 inventions because this is the turret trait. First, it starts with low health response timing system. Chain regeneration when you are struck while below the health threshold. The threshold is 25% and is a 13 seconds of regeneration with only a 10-second cooldown. So when you are lower than 25% of health, you always have regeneration on you. This helps so much, just because it gives you that little bit extra beefiness what can save your life. 3. on the major trade, on the first major trait, metal plating reduces damage dealt to turrets. Damage turrets 33%. This makes your turrets beefy enough to just stand there and tank some damage for you. Well, it just gives them the survivability they need. There's not very much to say about it. Automated medical response. All heal skills recharge when struck while you are below the health threshold. It may have a 90-second cooldown, but this saved my life so fucking many times. Oh my god, I can't praise this enough. When I get at 25% of health, I get the full combo of the healing turret back. That means when I have like a little bit of health left, it shoots up to like, I don't know, 15k, 18k. I didn't really test it, but it is so much. Love for this skill. Auto tool installation is the next one. Turrets are self-repairing. 5% interval 3 seconds. This doesn't seem like much, but when you just had a combat and they died, your turrets keep self-repairing, and so you are ready for the next person incoming. It's just it makes you not waste your turrets. It gives them that extra beefiness, and it combos great with metal plating. That's just amazing. Next, performance enhancement. Gain power based on your healing attributes. Well, our healing power isn't that great. It's really low, so yeah, it's nice to have a little bit extra, but not really needed. Rival turret barrels. Turrets deal more damage and have a longer attack range. Damage increase 15%. Range increase, here it comes, 50%. This doesn't really work that good with rocket turret because the range is a little bit smaller than rifle turret, but it makes the range so huge. If I turn this off, it is fuck. If I turn this off, it is just 1,000. If I turn it on, it is 1,500. It's the longest range in the game, so no one can kite your turrets anymore. And the 15% damage increase, amazing! My rocket turret now hits. Here it says 1800. I tested some things, and on the Mesmer, on the Thief, on everything with light or medium armor, it hits higher than 2000. On some Guardians and some Warriors, also higher than 2000. Every hit, amazing. Invigorating speed is the first major trait. Wait, I forgot the minor. Electric bee. Oh no, hidden flash. Triggered an electric bee when struck while below the health threshold. The threshold is pretty high. 75%. It's a lot nice extra. It's not really necessary, but it gives swiftness for 40 seconds, so it gives you that little bit extra speed. It's just good. Invigorating speed. When you gain swiftness, you also gain fighter. Well, this gives you swiftness. It gives you fighter. Supply crate drops a healing turret. Another healing turret, and net turret. We come back to that. Net turrets will give you swiftness thanks to this build, and also fighter. Very good. This invigorated speed is also very good combo with speedy gadgets. Speedy kits. Speedy kits gives you a 13-second swiftness. Hey, swiftness every time you equip a kit. Here goes, invigorating speed. You almost have perma-figure. Not really that, but it's a lot. Transmute. Incoming conditions have a chance to convert into boons. 100% chance. Well, every 15 seconds a condition becomes a boon. I don't think of anything better. Amazing. Acidic coating. You have a chance to inflict blindness on enemies that strike you with melee attacks. Trigger is 50%, blindness 3.5 seconds, next outgoing attack misses. This is pretty good, but it's not the perfect. You can change it up for this. I love this. Maybe I will keep this. I switch this out very often. It depends the enemies. If it is melee like a guardian, I go for this one. But if it are ranged enemies, I will go for this one. But it switches out a lot, so you can have your own preferences. Energy conversion matrix. Deal damage for each boon on you. Well, this combines with this one. I told you to remember the healing turret. Not the healing turret, the net turret from the supply crate. It gives you swiftness for 13 seconds. Interval is 10 seconds. Every boon on you, you deal 1% extra damage. With this build, we get the healing turret, the flame turret, the net turret, the rocket turret, and the rifle turret. Every turret is in there. That means you get every boon on this list, except for protection, because we don't have the temper turret. But you can switch it out for the rocket turret if you like protection over retaliation. But because this is a bunker build, I like retaliation because it gives the damage back, and it has to deal damage for being a bunker build. Otherwise, it would be a tank build. So this gives a little bit extra damage, and I just love the rifle turret. So that seems clear. Well, I told you everything about the traits. I told you everything about the skills. I told you everything about how you can dominate, but I didn't tell you the armor, the runes, and that will come in the next part. The armor for this build, well, the equipment, it just fits. It's synchronized. It's so. I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing. Let's just start off. Berserker rifle. It's not really berserker, but it's just a rifle. Rifles give you just a nice hip shot, combo finish projectile, numbers of targets 5 because it pierces through the targets, gives a nice amount of damage, not really that special. Net turret. Immobilizes foes with a net shot. This is your advantage. When you are off points, the enemy is going to the point and you just shoot them with the net turret to immobilize them. Perfect. This also synchronizes well with a lot of other skills of you, because when you use the net turret, you immobilize them. This blunderbuss does a massive amount of damage when you are close range to them. This doesn't make them move, this shoots them just straight to heaven. Net turret also combos well with big ol' bomb. This has a timer. It takes time before it explodes. It is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds is it before it explodes. So when you put this down and you see someone walking towards it or walking close to it, usually the turret is immobilized. They can go anywhere, and the big ol' bomb will just blow them away with a massive amount of damage. Overcharge shot. Overcharge shot knocks back the enemy and knocks back yourself. It makes a great distance, and it holds them down for such much longer time than the self knockback that when they are down, you can shoot the net turret again, the net shot again, and then just jump at them with jump shot. This jump shot deals damage when you jump and when you land. The landing damage is just the main source. The jumping damage is not that high. It gives 3 stats of vulnerability, which is nice, not really special, but it's nice. And the numbers of targets is 5. It's a combo finisher leap, so you can use it for a lot of things, and it just deals a lot of damage, and it synchronizes well in the combo. Next up, the amulet. Soldier's amulet, just for the beefiness, just for the tankiness. The power makes your shots very high. toughness and vitality just for the survivability and a high HP pool. It's amazing. Rune of the Ogre. Well, this one you can switch it out, you can do lots of things, but oh my god, I love Rune of the Ogre. It gives power, it gives ferocity, it gives power again, it gives 25% chance to summon a rock dart. This rock dart has a 9 seconds cooldown, but it lives also for more than 90 seconds. You have like another ally that bleeds, that deals high damage. He's just amazing. So that's why I love Rune of the Ogre. It gives plus 100 power after that and plus 4% damage. This makes your damage output a lot higher, and I love that. You may switch it out for other things like Rune of the wait, I have to. Oh yeah, Rune of the Traveler. Because Rune of the Traveler just gives you boon duration, condition duration is not really special, but 25% movement speed. Movement speed is really good when you play SPVP, so you are a little bit faster. Another thing I like is the Rune of the Warrior. No, not the Warrior. Rune of. Sorry for the time wasted, but I have to. Yeah, here it is. Rune of Melandru. Toughness, vitality, toughness, vitality. Just a lot of vitality, and it gives decreased stun duration and condition duration. This is very important because we don't have any stun breakers. It sounds really bad, but you counter a lot. But when you have your turret up, you can knock them down when you are down. So you don't need the stun breakers. But yeah, I often switch out to Rune of Melandru. It's very good. So it's Rune of Melandru or Rune of the Ogre. Just if you feel like I'm tanky enough, go for Ogre. If you feel like I need some more tankiness, go for Melandru. Well, the sigils. Sigil of Energy, just for the extra dodging. When you switch weapon in combat, it also counts switching kit. So that's very good. Sigil of Bloodlust. You will almost never die, so yeah. It gives plus 250 power, and that's just amazing. I love it. When you die a lot, don't take this one. Just go for a Sigil of, I don't know. If you're bad, just don't even play this build. You have to have some skills, not that much, but some skills. Well, that was the equipment. I hope you enjoyed this. At last but not least, we're gonna talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of this build. First of all, the strengths. This is why this build is so good. I'm gonna explain to you very easily. The CC, the survivability, and the damage in combination. When you have all your turrets up, you have a lot of damage. When you have all your turrets up, you have a lot of CC, 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 and oh, here it is, CC. That means that enemies will get fucking annoyed with you. If your turrets go down, more CC. So the good part is the CC, the survivability, the team support, and you have like a specific role. What also most people who play with you like, so they know what they're up to. The weaknesses. This build doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, but there are two things that are easily prevented for us. But it is still a weakness. One of these things is conditions. If you have to fight against a condition mancer, if you are really good, you will win. If you're not that good, you will lose, because condition mancers give too much conditions for us to handle. This removes 2 conditions. Every 50 seconds, 1 condition becomes a boon, and no, Melandru reduces the condition duration. We have a lot of condition preventions, but Advanced condition balances is still not enough, but what class is? I can only think of the elementalist, so that is kind of a weakness. Another weakness of this build is Stuff Elis. Stuff Elementalists are just destroying this build because they put one major shower and all your turrets are down. And then you are a lot weaker. So that's very bad. What to do to prevent this? Well, it's not really smart. If you are like I'm on this pillar and I would place all my turrets on this little spot, then they have to do one age reskill and all my turrets are fucking dead. But when I'm standing here, I have so much room. I can kite around these pillars, very nice, and I can just put my turrets all around this place. Well, if these are turrets, I will put them here, there, and over there. Then they can't kite them that kill them that easily because they are spread out. It gives us a little bit of advantage, and when they are staff eating, if they try to kill every turret separately, they are already dead. So, well, that's how you solve that problem. But at the end, this build has not that many problems. This was my build video. I hope you enjoyed. Please rate, like, subscribe, share, tell it to your friends, shout it on the streets. Just made me a little bit more famous because I have a lot of fun making this build, making this worth my while, and making this worth your while, and I hope I did.